Well, hellfire. It is RockdaRiff. And just came across this, looking at YouTube, looking at what YouTube is suggesting me. And I got to give a shout out to my buddy, my Irish buddy, Kula. Kula, I know you made a request for some more Opeth. And I'm going to listen to that and talk to you in the Discord about what my thoughts are, but I can tell you right now, I cannot post it, man. Opeth, besides that one Opeth track, maybe it's two of them, I swear, man, I've done like 3 since then, and copyright swoops in and says, nope. So I don't know what's going on with the copyright with their stuff, but either way, I thought you might get a kick out of this video, so this video is dedicated to Kula Bula. Kula Bula is a Avenged Sevenfold fan, and I just saw heavy metal brass band Backcountry, and I was curious if it was Avenged Sevenfold, and then I saw, when I clicked on it, I saw in the top of the description, yes, it's a cover of that song. I'm not crazy about Avenged Sevenfold, except for their older stuff. I think when they first came into the scene, they were doing some cool, innovative stuff. I think that album, Nightmare, I really dig Nightmare. That was one of my favorite albums, but it's the drums. I love the drums on that record. But let's dive on into Heavy Metal Brass Band's version of Backcountry. That's cool. That's not bad. They need a bass player. That's the only thing. They need a bass player to help with the backbone of this, with the drums. Because the drums just don't have they ain't got the nuts. I shouldn't say that. They ain't got the gravitas hanging from it. If you know what I mean. Maybe it's the YouTube compression, maybe it's my headphones, but I feel like if there was a bass player right here with the drummer and then all these brass instruments, shit would hit hard. It's missing its low end. It's got all its mids and trebles, but it's missing that low end on this. Credit to these people for the lung power. I couldn't imagine. I mean, of course, if I didn't like, I've smoked. I've smoked so much shit. But I do think brass is really cool. I don't know why I always think of like Mardi Gras. I think of New Orleans when I hear brass. But I think it works for the melodies within the track Backcountry. Like, it's been a while since I've heard Backcountry. And the funny thing about Backcountry is I have to give it to, what is his name? Sinister Gates. I think that's his name. I have to give him full credit when I was first starting to play guitar. And I think it was like my first year into, or a little bit after my first year of playing, and I was starting to learn like boxes. I never could understand how people did tap-ons. And it was, I remember sitting in home, and this is back when MTV played music, and the music video for Backcountry came out, and I remember watching it, and there's a tap-on lead work that he did, and I never had understood it till Sinister Gates in that music video. I was like, oh my god. Even though I know Van Halen's been doing it since the fucking dawn of time, I didn't know much Van Halen at the time. I was, shit, man. I can't even think of how old I was. I had to be 14, 15. But either way, credit to the dude from Avenged Sevenfold for being the whole. I didn't know. So now every time I hear Backcountry or think of Backcountry, I think of that time of, thanks to that guy, I know how to do a little tap on. A little tap, tap, tappy. Alright. Story over. That was cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about brass. Trombone, horn, tuba, right? Saxophone, that one lady that come cutting through the mix was a saxophone, right? Yeah. Well, what is this? This dude looks like he's playing like the baritone version of a saxophone. Comment below what the hell that is. Yeah, that was cool. I feel like a cover like this interests me because it's breaking. It's not like another rock band was like, yo, we want to cover Backcountry and tweak it up and make it our own. It's a full on shift, literally besides the drums. Um, and then I think horns really do interest me. One of my buddies, basically my brother, he used to do this thing when we were writing music together, and we couldn't afford a horn, but we do. I'd do like a guitar riff, and he'd have the mic, and he would try to imitate being a horn, like I used to love that shit. So it's like I've got a special place in my heart for brass instruments. Um, this was cool. I'm excited to hear my buddy Coola's thoughts. Hopefully he'll leave us a comment telling us what he's thinking on this, or either he'll be in the Discord telling us. Which, if this ends up being your first time to the channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm curious if any other metalheads are digging this cover of it. I'm curious if people that are more into the orchestral side of instrumentation, what they think. Um, I think that was interesting. I think the only thing I would say is like they should have had a bass guitar in there. I don't even know if an electric bass would have been done well, but maybe a doghouse. Somebody on a doghouse bass, like toom, 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 toom. I think it needed that low end. But I do think this lady, when she come in doing the sax solo, that shit cut through pretty good. I thought that sounded really good. Like overall, the mixing and the master of this is really done well. I think the video shot really well. Um, yeah, I think good job. Heavy metal brass band. I wish y'all nothing but success. That was a lot of fun. I feel like I would enjoy seeing this live in person so fucking much. Like, especially if y'all were busking or performing on the street, whatever that's called. Busking, right? Maybe my accent makes that sound a little nastier than what it's supposed to. Okay. Um, yeah, that was fun. That put a little pep in my step. I hope everybody else is having an awesome day. And with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.